it's Zenos. I'm back, and I'm better than ever, and I want to talk about Guilty Gear Strive. You guys already know what it is. The open beta just ended not too long ago, and I want to give you guys my thoughts on how I feel about the beta. And before we get started, I'd like to say thank you guys for the 500 subscribers. It really means a lot. I damn near cried on stream because I didn't think it was even going to be possible. I've been having this channel for over 5 years since my freshman year at high school, and this channel has went through a lot, and I appreciate you guys for supporting this channel, both for the people who are veterans, the fam, my friends, my co-workers, and just overall people that I met across gaming and just different media and the Guilty Gear community. I'm somewhat new to it, but thank you guys. I really appreciate it. So, is the Strive beta good? Yes. I love every moment of it, man. I feel like I did a lot better compared to the previous beta. I feel that the jumping and the game feels... I feel like, one, the damage is just right. It's still a high damaging game, and there's still moments where you will literally get destroyed if you are not careful. If you mess up, like, let's say if your opponent wins like maybe 2 or 3 situations, depending on their character, they will perfect the hell out of you. I'm talking about they'll just schmicks you, beat you the fuck up. I'm letting you guys know this right now. This is a very high damaging game still, but I feel that the damage is just fine. A lot of the command grabs and supers damage has been toned down. Not significantly, but enough to where there's some balance to it. But I will say this, if you get hit by a super near the wall, that does a lot of damage. I don't know if I have any gameplay of me getting hit with a super on in the corner, but I'll say this. I believe Leo's little super projectile, or really I say just supers in general, if you get hit by them in the wall, you are taking a whole bunch of damage. And I mean a whole bunch. But besides that, I mean, I think the damage is pretty balanced compared to the previous open beta and the closed beta not too long ago. Now, you guys already know I play Soul, and for me, this beta was awesome. I'll say you do have to work a little bit more in terms of his bread and butters, his combos, because some of his routes got removed from the previous beta, but they also added new ones, and I feel like the majority of Soul's moves, or like you want to do some really flashy shit, you're gonna have to burn some meter. But nonetheless, I got used to it, and I still enjoy him as a character nonetheless, even though he doesn't have his dragon installed. But they buffed his super, and they gave his super not only super armor, which I think they already did in the previous, but I'm not sure, but it's also a command grab super now. I think Heavy Mob Cemetery, yeah, I think that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong like that, but it's pretty good. I love Soul in this beta. Of course, his command grab is not as busted as he used to be. I feel like it's pretty balanced now. It doesn't kill you more than 4 hits. It probably takes like 6 or 8. Well, I won't say 6 or 8, but it's definitely a lot less compared to the previous beta. Now, again, as a Soul player, from the previous beta to now, I do feel like Soul has to work a lot more. Most of his flashy stuff, he needs resources for it. Like I say 50 to 100% meter, depending on the situation. But you do have new routes, even though they took some of them out, just some, but he also has some new routes as well, which I find to be pretty cool. With that being said, even though I am positive about the changes for my character that I main, some characters got nerfed severely, and some characters may even feel the same from the previous beta, or if not, maybe even worse. It just depends. Like, for example, if you are a Amelia player, you guys better know that her stylish aerial combos got removed. She can still do cool stuff, but she has to work a little bit harder for like really good damage, or like just some really flashy stuff. From what I've seen, she's pretty cool. A lot of people say she's not finished, and some of her moves don't even work or really even connect with certain characters. Like this one projectile, I don't only call it projectile, but that horizontal move that she has where it's really good for anti-airs and pressuring your opponent. That move, whenever you can run into it and not get hit. I think Giovanna can even avoid it if she's standing, if I'm not mistaken. But I do know I was playing with Soul, and this man can literally just run through it with ease, and it's kind of weird. So there is that. In terms of the movement, I feel like it's a lot riskier to for jumping options, at least, or really just moving in general when it comes to Strive, especially with this recent beta. Air dashes, I know that the distances, both I think the back dash and the instant air dash, I feel like they have a lot more weight to them. To me personally, I was using arcade stick, but I was using the PS5 controller throughout the beta. But I will say this, I do feel like moving is a little bit heavier. That's just from my perspective, at least. Anti-airs are good as hell in this game. Oh my goodness, your 6P is good, and I love that. Like for me, I will still use Soul's 5K. It is still good, and it is a combo starter for different situations. But with his 6P on the counter hit, that shit is good. Can't really combo into it. It's just more like a I'm gonna push you back, but it's still goated. I will say the anti-airs definitely got a buff, and I love everything about that. The only mechanic I'm really in the fence about is the stagger mechanic, because I honestly feel like it really shouldn't be in the game. If it is, oh well. I'm not really gonna complain too much about it, because I mean, if it's in the game, I'm just gonna have to deal with it and learn and get better regardless. But I just think it's kind of unnecessary in Strive. That's just me. Now for the net play and lobbies, I will say this: the rollback is still great. It's still fantastic. Probably the best I've played in a Arc System Works game and fighting games in general. Not as good as, you know, Killer Instinct, of course, but it is up there. It's pretty damn good. I will say this: there are times where it will roll back and it will hit hard as hell, but besides that, it was a smooth ride. So let's talk about the lobbies. The lobbies, they work. They're not perfect. Arxes do not delay the game because of the lobbies. I swear, I know some of them are hit or miss for some people, but for me, they work for the most part. They are a lot better than the previous lobbies. Thank you for the dual stations, but there are still some issues with the lobbies. If you guys actually check out one of the recent streams that I did, I was literally having struggles. I was just struggling with the lobbies, man. They barely worked. I was out here trying to play one of my homeboys and do a 1st to 15, and there was just issues left and right. I was getting frustrated. At one point, I just wanted to get off the game and wait for a bit, but luckily, with no patience and trial and error, we were able to get our matches in, and it was a pretty smooth and fun experience, if I do say so myself. Overall, I feel that this beta is pretty good. I love it. There was some hiccups throughout the beta, I won't lie to you. It's to be expected, but it was a lot smoother compared to the recent open beta. I feel that this game is still Guilty Gear. It's very balanced compared to the previous beta. It's still a high damaging game. It's still grounded, base, neutral, which I love. Don't get me wrong, I love Exer for the combos and the super flashy shit. But this is a new game and I love it. It's different. That's probably the main reason why I like it so much. I love when a fighting game goes for a reset to where everybody has an equal playing field, or I don't want to say equal playing field, but you know, some of the newer players have a better chance of moving up and being well known, and through just the fundamentals and just the basic aspects of the game. That's something that I really appreciate that Arc System Works is doing. Some people may agree and some people may disagree, but I feel that Guilty Gear Strive is not only going to do well, but it's going to bring a lot of people into this series, and I'm thankful for it. I'm not a veteran and I'm definitely not a pro player, but from a casual's eye, I feel that this game is really going somewhere. If I were to rate this beta from 1 to 10, I would give it an 8. I love it. It's not perfect. God knows it is not perfect. I don't think any beta is perfect. It's always gonna be one small or major issue, but I don't think that issue will truly ruin the experience of the game. That is something they can fix over time. And God, please do not delay this game. Our system works. Please do not. Just, if you release this game the way it is perfectly fine. That's just my opinion. So guys, check this out. I'm finna go ahead and end the video here, but give me your thoughts on the game. I don't care if you are new to fighting games, casual, veteran, if you have positives, negatives, or just be neutral all around. It does not matter. We are here to express our opinions here. And let's try not to be assholes, because I know damn well I try best not to. So other than that, you guys take it easy. Much love.
Start with one basic proposition.